Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Voidwrought. It is, I guess I'm going to call it kind of a vague Eldritch Horror Hollow Knight. I played the demo for this a while back, thought it was really cool, and now it is out on Steam, so I'm just going to be diving in. I think with a fresh save, because I'm pretty sure my demo progress didn't carry over. But yeah, it's got a really lovely art style and plays pretty close to Hollow Knight, so I don't know, it's very much one of those perfect games to play while you're waiting for Silksong. Or just because it's that good. So, across many generations, the ice-covered straits of the Gaudia archipelago have remained still. Ancient, creaking voices recount tales of a long-lost city buried far beneath the surface world. I like the hatching on the mountains and the clouds. That looks really nice. At the cusp of each century it stirs, in the times heralding the Red Star. Its glaciers rupture, its ice thaws, and shimmering ichor once more bellows forth from the husks of the progenitor gods, infused with the purpose of its long-dead hosts. At these times, some claim a seductive call summons them to the straits. The silken whispers of the star worm their way across the land, beckoning each to pursue their own ambition, to seek out the runes below. In the wake of its siren song, delvers set out in search of riches and fame. Scholars venture to regain lost knowledge, and zealots consume the shimmering ichor to gain its creator's favor. Yet deep beneath the surface, something else stirs, aching to burst forth. Okay, it doesn't look like it can go past the red door. I get the distinct feeling I am... Okay, dormant receptacle. Now I know how to jump. Oh, does it want me to jump here? No? Oh, wait. Not there, not there. It's saying I can jump. Maybe I just have to jump the other way now. Or go back. I sense. I feel. You. So the sacred ovum has ruptured at last. I am Namun, first to be anointed. We are bound together, child, you and I, flesh dancing to the subtle melodies of the world. Oh, it's animated. This is not a statue, it's just a weird, armless woman doing one hell of a man spread. But all will be revealed in time. I sense you hold one of my creations. Allow me to awaken it for you. Awaken salt receptacle. Such things tether us to the past, yet it will aid you as it did many before. We must awaken my siblings, for together we may serve your purpose. I shall undo the inner seal. Venture forth, child, and see our world for what it is become, or what it has become. I get the distinct feeling we are the Eldritch Horror and we are breaking out. On one hand, like, there is some level of, like, ick factor to playing the bad guy in these games. On the flip side, I really enjoyed playing Carrion years ago, and I want to play more games where, yeah, you are the monster driving out the weird invaders, or the invaders, weird or otherwise. Hallowed Advent. At last the seal crumbles. At last you are here. Long have I tended the candle flames, awaiting your arrival, sorry. I looked at the candle flames. What? You want to voice these things?
The keeper of the dungeon candles.
It's true. I was going to mention that. You can probably hear Shell in the background, but Shell and I have an obsession with dungeon candles in many games because who lights them? You'll like go into a ancient crypt, you know, filled only with undead, if even. And yet for some reason there's just oodles of candles all over the place that are burning. You know, recently lit, clearly replaced often or something, and it makes no dang sense. But here we actually have a guy that lights the candles for us. At last the seal crumbles, at last you are here. Long have I tended the candle flames, awaiting your arrival. Please do not avert your eyes from this hideous shell, for I exist to serve. Our holy mission is at hand. The city festers with the unclean. Far below, this council of elders still remains.
Their guidance heralded the first emergence of the Red Star, and our subsequent fall beneath the seas. You must descend. With their tongue silenced, the city's rebirth may finally commence. I will mark their chamber on your map. Meanwhile, I shall prepare the shrine for your return. Others must be made aware. Many souls will surely come.
Okay, so it's the same thing. So, yeah, I think we're causing this... I think we're causing the city to rise properly, and not just for, like, once a century, which implies, once again, that we're probably not exactly on the up and up. Seems like there's a lot of undead humans running around that I guess aren't part of our cohort. Not that I have any semblance of what our cohort even is or would be. Okay, we can just heal. At and about. Check menu. The rods. The accursed rods. We stole them, held them, tried to understand. We don't disobey, yet they pierce our flesh. Had they much, and we were hungry. Oh, they had much, and we were hungry. Why can't we just eat? 2 were caught. Now they don't see us anymore. They stare and wait. They don't look to be in pain. I don't sleep anymore. The metal plays in my mind. Maybe I too could be taken. Maybe I too could live without hunger and pain. Okay, Y to heal. Yeah, so similarly to Hollow Knight, you can fill out that kind of red shard by destroying things. I think that's the case. And heal yourself for it. We don't even have ledge grabbing, so I'm very much just without things that I can do. Looks great, sounds great, animates very well. I don't know. I love the iconography of this. Because it is very much... I'm not going to say Babylonian, because that's not the case, but there's kind of that like, ancient world aesthetic going on here. Well, we definitely can't go that direction. But in a way that doesn't fully match, you know, what I would expect to see in, like, a real-world culture. But it still kind of evokes those same feelings. Okay, so we can save in this room. I guess maybe it's just that it makes everything feel very alien. Like, what the heck is this thing back here? Kind of in the same way that, like, Chozo statues in Metroid have kind of this otherworldly air to them. So now we can slide with left bumper. This, too, kind of has that same feeling. But, so, like, this, for example, to go back to the note with the rods, this guy's got 4 of them in his arm. Though, I don't know if these are his legs down here. He's got, like, a teeth belly, and then I don't even know what's going on with the head. Could be one of the dead gods, but, like, you have all these 4-armed peoples with the giant pyramid helmet heads going on. I don't know, it's just clearly an inhuman civilization, at least to some capacity. And I like that. I like how video games, and movies to a lesser degree, are very good at showing me things that I would never encounter in real life. It's part of the, I guess, the allure of a video game of, you know, here's something that is wholly unlike your own. Let's explore that a little bit. So we got a divine remnant. I don't know what that's used for. Remains of ruptured souls of progenitor gods. Let's see. Oh, when did I get my Healy crystal back? Unless I get that back every time I go back to save. Might be the case. Now, do those keep following me? I have no idea. Big benefit, I do really like the hang time when I attack. I don't think you could do that in Hollow Knight. You could sword pogo, but you didn't quite like hang time while you're hitting something. Damn. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it. Oops. Oh, and I have very distinct, like, health segments I'm noticing as well. Like, I have max HP of 5. Okay, we might as well hang out here, grab the resources. We'll not spend too much time with it. I think I get to this from the other side. Okay, we can sword pogo. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get up there. I'm going to need a double jump. I'm just going to sit here hitting that. A little bit of hit feedback, the knockback, always messes with me in games. It's like a very minor thing. But the getting, like, knocking yourself back a little bit when you swing always messes with my placement. I think it'll be fine here, but there's definitely other games where I've, like, had those... Ooh, commune? To be born is to be of the faithful. No god demanded worship of themselves above their siblings, and the faithful would each seek their deity among the pantheon. But that was long ago. The gods since vanished. And to be faithful is to despair. Countless fell into bleak sorrow. A few yet linger, trusting that the gods are never truly gone. They cling to every sign, hoping to be rewarded for their faith. Okay, could go that way, might as well. If it's lit gold. Wonder if that's one of the abilities that we have to get, all of the abilities to get this to light up. I don't remember that room from the demo either. There we go. Just don't want anything coming in to nibble at me. Oh no, not a breakable wall. Thought for a second, might have been. Okay, I might as well keep going through these. If it's a colored door, actually, I mean, that's kind of nice. Having it, having the clear purple glow from a doorway to indicate this is a safe room. I like that. Oh, tender stranger, would you spare a moment? It was spare but a moment for a poor unfortunate soul. Worry not, for I'm not like the others, although my burdens remain great. Here, come close and feel the stone. Yes, a pungent draft seeps from below. If you could jump and strike the debris at the right moment, it might give way. Go ahead. Well done, kind stranger. I shall venture forth and see what can be gained within. Just run along now. I guess here the hit feedback, the knockback effect. Ooh, there's a something up there that looks really cool. Okay, I can look down, but I cannot look up. Or maybe I can look up. Ow. I want to go see this weird spider thing over here. Oh, it's like playing a flute. Well, go to the right, go to the right. We'll see what happens where we go. But the hit feedback. Ow. The hit feedback does prevent the basic, like, zombie men from hitting me, which is a boon. I don't know. I'll keep going. Worst thing that could happen to me is I just perish. Ow. It's probably a good time to heal. I don't know how much that heals, if it's 3 or 4. I'm going to assume it's just 3. Okay, I'm just going to sit here, knock that guy back. Whoops. Whatever. But yeah, these guys, for example, as long as I'm swinging, cannot hit me. You just had to prove me wrong. Well, at least now with my own hubris, I know not to trust their reach. Does that spear go all the way out? It does. I'm very glad that the spear cannot hit, or does not touch you. Or if you land on the spear after it's been thrust out, it doesn't do damage to you. I bet walking to the tip might still hurt. But there's no element of, like, you know, you cannot touch this thing at all. Like, too many games with spike traps have always had the like, stupid, oh, you touch the spike trap from the side, you take full damage. It's like, well, that doesn't make sense. Okay, let's take a look around. This is just heck no matter which direction I pick. I wonder if Zamboni here can get killed by the spears. No, I guess even running into the point doesn't hurt you. It is only a problem. Let's see, artifact fragment. It is only a problem when it is thrusting out at no other point. I like that though. It makes traps feel more like traps and more less just like, I don't want to say trick questions. Rocks fall, everybody dies. There's something about like game design that has this like trend towards unfriendly game design. You know, the idea of just like, you know, of course the spike trap hurts you from no matter what direction you're approaching from. You know, it's a spike trap. That's what it's supposed to do. But, you know, it doesn't actually make sense. It just feels weird. Hello. Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting to see someone else here. You're not going to pounce on me, are you? Osei's the name. Archaeology is my trade. So many things to find in this place. Just when I think I've found something to study, I spot something else. Like this vault of sorts. I'd kill to know what trinkets might be hidden in here. No, not literally. Why is his voice making me sleepy? Anyway, as far as I can tell, the mechanism seems broken. But look at this wall there. It might still unlock, provided we could get our hands on one of the intricate ancient ciphers created by its makers. I've yet to find one, but there must still be some hidden within the city. And, like, I will give major credit where credit is due, kind of to go back to the whole me saying glowing things about the setting and the aesthetic they're pushing here, is Hollow Knight did a very good job with the mystery of its world. You know, why is this happening? What is going on here? I think that's something a lot of Metroidvanias do miss, of really making you care about the setting you're in. You know, too often it's just explore, find loot, kill monsters, kill bosses. And then everything else is just kind of... Alright, I can just dodge under these guys. I should do that. It's a really slow slide dodge, but it does work. Guardian Seal. Well, that worked. I'm here. Come fight me, creature. Nope. Well, I mean, it's fine. Get rid of the carver. Okay, so the Guardian Seal does come to attack me. Or does actually shoot a thing to attack me. Just not very good at it. The other thing for the Watchers, I should probably just hang out directly beneath them. That is by and far the safest spot. That is a very long... Oops. Well, I tried jumping over it. Big emphasis on tried. Looks like it's activating something down there. And then there's whatever that is, but I think we're gonna need a double jump or a side dash. Same thing with that. Okay. Yeah, it seems to be going somewhere specific, so I'm going to assume I have to grab all of these. There we go. Long as it ain't shooting at me, we're good. Oh. Yeah, so we absolutely do get our health crystal back. Well, no, there was a safe room right up there. Alright, I'm assuming that opens the door. Yup. But already I'm kind of entranced with the mystery of what this game is and what is going on here. And once again, I'm still kind of hoping that we're not necessarily like the good, cheerful, wholesome protagonist. I mean, like Hollow Knight you were. Okay, I can't destroy the ghosts. But there was still something kind of sinister about, you know, I guess the main character, because you weren't actually the Hollow Knight. You were, like, one of them, sort of, but you weren't the actual one. Sort of? I don't know. I mean, they probably just call it Hollow Knight internally at Team Cherry. But, you know, there was still something kind of sinister about it because you were this kind of soulless creation. Sort of, I guess you did have a soul because you had to go retrieve it whenever you got wrecked. But that gave the character kind of this like otherworldly feel of just like, yeah, this is not just like some sentient being like everybody else. And so kind of odd uncanny valley, even if it anthropomorphizes itself through its actions and what you can do in the game. Here, I legitimately cannot tell if this character is supposed to be human or whatever the human equivalent is. Who stands before the council? The eternal voices. Here, I'm gonna sit my chair up. This is gonna be a boss fight. Stands before the council. The eternal voices of the light. You reek of the old ways, yet we do not recognize your form. Among the sisters' flock, it matters not. All who dwell beneath us must serve at the behest of the star. Your presence within our halls is an affront, a pose. Fool, then be undone by our hand. Okay, I think I have to wait on this one. Council. Alright, there we go. I don't like the fact that this one just chases me relentlessly. Oh, it did do damage. Alright, there goes one. Ow. Oh, that's how you do it. Oh, come on. Really? There we go. Okay, so this one rotates. Got it. What's this one do? Bunch of homing orbs. Ow. Okay, yeah, I gotta watch out for the bottom half of the weird key piece. Right, and it's gonna pass straight through me. I'm not a big fan of contact damage and never have been. But yeah, I gotta be patient, because yeah, I guess in retrospect I don't get the healing crystals back. Because that one. Don't know what their deal is. Yeah, awkward one to hit. Feels like I have to open myself up to a lot of contact damage just to be able to get at them. But maybe... I think at least it's a simple pattern. Okay, somebody's dog outside is just having a bark fest. That's fun. Oh, very distracting. Oh, I did get hit there. Oh, and I think I killed them all. I was afraid that I'd have to kill all, what, 12 plus council members, but looks like we're good to go. Harold vanquished. Sorry, Harold. Had to die. New ability, double jump? Probably double jump. Or maybe ledge grab. Ledge grab. Improved ligaments. Okay, we can go here. Ooh. Light this.
To stand within these storied halls once more. The world is not as it was, yet the stone remembers. The beacons hearken, and more wayward souls return to these buried halls. Here we gather, as all once did. We ask but for the honor of serving the Grey Pyramid once more. But for in devotion lies purpose. Countless souls still drift through our once great city. Light the beacons, that they too may find their way to the shrine.
The question is, do we keep going? Do we go back? I could backtrack, but let's leave that for later. It feels like I need at least one or two more abilities first. It broke my pick. It nearly sent me onto the ground. Fascinating. The mechanism looks to be inscribed with the markings of the artificers. Perhaps if some manner of equal force was applied. Equal force. No idea. Huh. Can break those. That's fun. We get another save room. I was kind of hoping this would connect to the save room on the other side, but not that big of a deal. Yeah, so it looks like we don't get the health back during fights. Huh. Oh, are these... This is a fast travel room. Those are the different rooms that we have unlocked, probably. Weird little dudes. Okay. As usual, can sword hop. Might not be the safest is the one issue. Oh, tender stranger, do you see the lethal spikes littering that pit? On the other side lies a gleaming prize. Fret not, what if I told you there's a way for someone less burdened than I to cross such danger safely? Sword pogoing. This holds true for all things sharp and pointy, as well as those who now roam the city, or remain to observe. That is either health or okay, Shard of Vitae means health. Well done, capable stranger. Please do seek me out and tell of the wonders you find, so that we may barter. I collect many things, you see, yet long for nothing more than the blessed ichor, the very lifeblood of our long-dead gods, equally sacred and profane. I sense it upon you as well. Would you not see fit to lighten the load of a poor, covetous soul? So we can buy Ancient Cipher, but I need more Divine Remnants. We can get Astronomer's Band. Sphere that will ricochet off of surfaces for a time before vanishing into Sky Shard. Arcing projectile that can be struck to send it flying horizontally. Let's grab the Astronomer's Band. Why not? Okay, so this is a activatable ability. Man, this year is just absolutely filthy with great Metroidvanias. It's... I'm still gonna say, like, a bit of a problem. Like, I've put... Let's just send forth the ball. Okay, so the ball bounces downwards. There we go. Yeah, I don't think the ball is actually that good. Kind of sad about that, but that's okay. How do we get to this dude? Ow. Deserve that. Somewhat. I'm just being hasty. Maybe I just go left. Oh. I can't. Yeah, because it's ledge grab or something. That's the red waters. I don't think we can cross that. Oh, but maybe I can... No, we need something else to get at that one. But that. Also probably something else for that. I'll give it another shot. Oh, we actually did get it and I just bailed because I didn't think I was going to make it. And now I'm just not going to get it again, am I? Okay, acquired living talon. Spears that burst forth horizontally. Ooh. Now that's a little bit more... That's a little bit more practical than the ball. Is there something over here? Oh. Yeah, it doesn't seem like any of those work. That's fine. Get the save room. But yeah, as a Metroidvania fan, I both love and hate the fact that this year has been just so riddled with great Metroidvanias. Love because more Metroidvanias for me to play. Hate because I'm just perpetually afraid that all of the Metroidvanias are going to underperform. And then these like great studios that are making really good Metroidvanias might not be able to make anymore. Crap. Couldn't do it. What was this room again? Oh, this is the weird artifact. Yeah, I don't think that works. I guess that is like a legitimate and constant issue that I have with like most indie games of like I love video games, I love indie games. And so it's always one of those where I'm like, you know, rooting for the success of all the developers and games that like show up in my inbox that look really cool or have all these like fun merits that I wish I could see in more games. And it is just a little agonizing, a little bit realizing that the market is just like so just overwhelmingly oversaturated. Ow, I got impatient. Like, it's not really that big of a deal. It's just something I think about kind of often in terms of just like, yeah, how do I showcase more of these games in a better way that people can be like, oh yeah, this is actually really good. No, I can't do anything with that. Whatever is there has to be for later. I just need like a Shoryuken. Is it Shoryuken? I need a flame uppercut. Just punch upwards, destroy thing above me. Okay. I guess in retrospect, I can go down here. This is a valid path for me. With a... Uh-oh. Little battle room. Damn it. Going into that injured was not a good plan. Oh well. It doesn't seem like I lost anything, which is kind of nice. Let's just try that again. I think I might also want to just, like, go Unholy Ball Fury and just let it bounce. Let's just go back and heal. I don't want to go into a challenge fight room slightly wounded. If my health crystals came back, that'd be one thing. But they do not. Okay, let's try that again. Right. I gotta remember there's the carver that goes along the ceiling there. Because I think it spawns there, but it takes a little bit to pop out. I like the idea of this being one of the few Metroidvanias that actually doesn't have you lose anything on death. At least not that I can tell. Maybe we do later on, but I don't know. I think one of the big downsides to the popularity specifically of one of the big downsides of the popularity of Hollow Knight, but I'd say really just Dark Souls. Ow. I'm not gonna go back for that. I guess I could actually go to the other save point before descending down. But I think Dark Souls has kind of ruined an amount of game design for people. Ow. That every game, because Dark Souls did the thing, everybody that wants to be kind of, to hit those same vibes or the same ideas has to make Dark Souls again, mechanics and all. Oof. There we go. I should probably heal. Does this heal me to full? No, it only heals me for 3. That was actually something I wanted to know. There we go. And so, you know, one of the big ones is just losing your health or your mana or your money or whatever. Having some kind of death penalty when you die. When I was a kid, I used to play a lot of Guild Wars. It was one of my favorite games. Still is. To some degree. Like, I adore Guild Wars 1. I think it's a great game. It has its rough edges, but one of the big ones was every time you get downed in that game, you get a death penalty. And I think it just reduces your max health and stamina by 15. It's not, or 15%. It's not much, but it's there. Ow, you're kidding me. Okay. Oh. I think I actually got hit by that guy. Okay. There's more? Oh god. I don't think I'm getting through that right now. That's a lot. Let's go other directions for a moment. But I always found that death penalty system kind of restrictive. It meant, yeah, I mean, it was more or less there to punish you for playing bad and stuff like that. But Guild Wars 2 doesn't have that. It had repair bills. It really isn't that big of a deal. Envoy hushed. Interesting. I guess it was something to go after. We've got money, but we've also got this weird horror vortex thing going on over here. I don't think I can do anything with it, though. But, so the reduction of that death penalty to no longer punish you in the same way. Okay. Slightly awkward. Good time to heal. I don't know if the game's eating some of my inputs or what exactly. But yeah, I'm noticing I'm not quite able to alternate between attacks and controller stuff. Maybe I'm just slow and tired. It could just be that. Let's pop down and heal again. I took some damage there. Whoops. And no sense running around on half a tank. But so removing that death penalty made, you know, obviously failure less of a problem, but I don't know, I guess on a personal level, I don't really need games to just constantly accentuate my failures. I get plenty of that in real life. You know, every once in a while I'm looking at artists and I'm like, yeah, I need to paint more and put more time into that. And, you know, then I try and do it, and I've definitely gotten worse over time. I'll get my skills back if I actually put some time and energy into it. It's not that big of a deal. But there's still that element of just like facing my own insufficiencies is exhausting, and I don't need a video game to like really rub it in. You know, some video games there's kind of that satisfaction in the challenge, but I think that was more satisfying when I was younger, the idea of beating this really hard thing that, you know, I wasn't able to previously. Well, that's rude. Oh. I think you can just pass straight through it. Nope, you can't. What? Oh, it's a warp point. I have to teleport to get in there. That's what it's saying. Or at least that's what I think it's saying. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just going this direction because it seemed like a direction to go. Even if it's back, there's at least a couple of things that I missed. And this is an item room. I don't think we can do anything with those. So maybe I was actually supposed to be back down below. Or there's that one challenge room that is a bit on the challenging side. Let's check the map. Oh, unless it wants me to go back all the way back to that starting room. Maybe. Eternal Ichor dances calmly in the font. Sacrifice progenitor flesh. Okay, so that gets me some more resources. Hopefully this game actually has leveling. It probably doesn't. I'm a huge sucker for leveling in Souls-likes, Metroidvanias, and whatnot. Like the bonfire mod in Hollow Knight is legitimately like my favorite way to play that game, and I don't even know if it's still updated. But just being able to run around with like extra levels and stats and stuff absolutely makes the game easier, but also makes it more fun? I don't know. I'm very much one of those people that loves having a weird busted build that I've crafted and honed for myself. Well done, kind stranger. I shall venture forth and see what can be gained within. I collect many things, you see, yet nothing more... Oh, right. Same stuff, but we don't have enough resources. Find yourself embraced by the void, my child. The siblings. Well, I was first chosen by the sisters. I was not the only child anointed by the void. My brothers followed, each gifted in their own way. The three of us are now bonded to you.
the salt. Life, vitae in its purest form, once the fountain of our prosperity. Though, through it you are bound to me as I am to you. Return to me, should you come upon any more of my dormant salt receptacles, and I shall awaken them for you. Sacred Ovum. A last desperate act, a joining of divine ichor and voidal energy, most caringly artificed, crafted within the very shrine we find ourselves in. What would come of it we could not have foreseen. Much was buried beneath the stone during the fall, yet our greatest tabernacle survived. The shrine shall remain a home to all who seek it. To stand within these storied halls once more, the world is not as it was that the stone remembers. Wait, which is the devotee? Is it? I think it's these guys on the left. It's this guy. Awaken all that would see your divinity, for purpose is found in devotion. Excavate. Marvelous work, blessed Advent. As our flock grows, we may begin to unearth the past and expand our domains. Humming stone. Ooh, sense a great congregation of voidal energy within this lower chamber. Huh. Wondrous, the sisters' vast web of void gates lay at our fingertips. Yet you hold the ichor, but you do not yet possess the means to utilize it. Long ago, thieves arrived from beyond our world. The beast they brought us, or they brought, fed by what they could pillage from our great ruins. Recent journeys. I hear you've journeyed through the streets of our beloved commons. It's where most lived before the fall, pious and proud. It has always been from humble origins that the best of us arise. The further one reaches beyond the grounding stone, the more clouded the mind becomes. The carved halls of the city, once bustling with life, have been reduced to a labyrinthian tomb, vacant of life, but not of faith. Not of faith. So I assume now we maybe have fast travel? No. We don't have fast travel yet. But at least we can come back here whenever we want. So, vaguely worth it. I'm not sure how to get there. Maybe over and up? I guess let's just keep wandering around. At some point we'll find the ability to traverse. Oh yeah, because we have ledge grab now, so we can go up. Metal ingot. Kind of bearing the lead. That's a very pretty metal box with some nice designs in it. I mean, I guess it makes sense. If you're going to be storing your iron ingots around, you might as well store it in kind of a pretty form with a mold. Ooh, looks like we're going out into the wilderness. Or at least kind of a mountainous waste. Looks like it might have once upon a time was an actual ocean, but it's frozen over. And also has like a boatload of bones and stuff. This is cool. Okay, so I can destroy a snapper. I don't think I'm gonna risk too much by going out there. But yeah, I like the fact that we have the ability to potentially unlock and build things in our in our shrine. I think that's a neat... Oh. I think that is a neat design choice. Like, I'm already seeing some stuff that separates this apart from Hollow Knight, which is good. Because if I wanted more Hollow Knight, I'd just play more Hollow Knight. But I don't mind games that are inspired by it. As long as it's not like just, hey, it's Hollow Knight again. And so one of the big differentiating points is just, hey, you're kind of an Eldritch Horror. I mean, I guess you were an Eldritch Horror in Hollow Knight as well, sort of Born of the Void. And all that jazz. But here it seems like we are not good for the world. A glimpse into the minds of gods. Oh, hidden oceans. Yeah, the primeval brine from which the first gods once crawled.
and in which life was shaped, nurtured, and punished. What finally rose to its feet in the mud cried out, demanding more. Now the sea of life lays frozen, its labyrinthine tunnels testament to the workings of long-dead progenitors. Their pathways wind as the stalks of mines belonging to creatures far ascend mortality. Okay. I say this with every Metroidvania I play, but I really got to sit down at some point and do kind of like a... Ow. You know, here's a bunch of Metroidvanias that I rather liked. Or like some kind of compilation video of them. Because... God, there's so many good ones. Like, that's the wild part, is... I don't think there's a single genre out there that has quite the level of, like, commitment to consistent quality. Ooh, give me some health back. Unfortunately, I think that's literally all I can do here. There's a hook up there, and then there's whatever that wheel is. But at least it's an easy way to get some metrics back. Wait, I gotta go hit that thing a little bit more, see if it generates me a health shard. No. That's kind of a shame. I like it in Hollow Knight where, yeah, you can heal, or generate more heals. I also recognize that... Oops. Ah. I guess I'm gonna have to go back down. And those little guys are an issue. These shards are slow, but it's fine. I don't know how I'm gonna get past these things without taking a boatload of damage. They're just a little quick for me. I mean, at least I'll get a bunch of resources. Not really. I mean, I guess I could chuck a ball. That's a option. Get rid of that. Okay, there we go. There we go. Just have to be careful. Very careful. Just wait for this guy. Because, yeah, we can just slap him into next Tuesday. Just ignore. At least we don't have to do ice physics here. I think we're going... Can I do that? Yeah, I can do this safely. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk anything with my low health and the fact that that healing juice is kind of far away. We'll probably find another save point kind of soon, since it's been a while, but it's still a couple of rooms, and that was just a weird fish. We'll just wait here. If I could parry or block them or something, that would save me a lot of trouble, but I cannot. I don't think I can get up this. Nope. Too high. I'll have to just keep going around. That thing is called a tick. Ooh, what is this thing? Ah, it's just a bunch of resources that I don't know what we use those for. Beat it up. Let's see. I guess we can get back. Nothing. What is the point of that side area? Unless there's a secret there that I missed. Might have been. I've noticed this game doesn't really do too many breakable walls. It likes to instead have a bunch of little like secret gaps and whatnot. Which I think is kind of my preferred way to handle these things. Okay, wait for this guy. Yeah, I'm just gonna be patient. Better than taking damage. I'll admit, enemies like that kind of put me into a state of having to cheese rather than actually fight with skill. I don't necessarily know if that's bad, but it's a different vibe. Okay, I can just hit it from here. Extremely helpful. I got on a personal level, I think I prefer games that let me cheese but do not force me to. And I mean, maybe this is one of those where, yeah, you can skill your way through a lot of these fights a lot better. But I think when a game forces you to cheese the enemies, you know, just by tricking the AI or finding the, like, one blind point in their attack pattern, and that almost becomes the best strategy. Well, maybe not best strategy, but like the only obvious strategy. It no longer makes you feel clever. Ow, what? Oh, rude. I don't like the possibility of that. Enemies being able to, like, literally hide where you can't see them because they're not covered by the walls. Can't go here? Nah, nothing. Dang, this game actually... I mean, I guess I was going to say it goes for a ways. Go figure, it does. It's a full game now, but playing the demo, I really was quite slow compared to this. I've gone through, what, 3 biomes? And holy shit, that's the red star, ain't it? That is unsettling and very cool. I mean, I kind of knew about the thing because they talked about it and it's on the main menu, but actually seeing it and play in the video game is a fair bit better. Fair bit more impactful. What is going on with it? I'm assuming raise the city, do something with it. What is even the deal with the red star? I do not know. And that is this game's allure, is very doomsday coded. But like, that might be... Okay. What is that? I have no idea. It's very doomsday coded, but it's not entirely clear. On whether or not your character perceives that as a good or a bad thing. Which, from like a narrative perspective and like a lore perspective, I like that. Games where your character is intentionally ending the world for some reason. Well, that didn't work. Okay. Seems like the safest place for me at the moment is to just sword pogo. Oh, that's bad. I don't know what that thing is, but as long as it leaves me alone for... Oh, it does orb. It does 3 orb. And I can't jump into it very well. Alright, damn it. What? Wow. Alright, I think I'm gonna leave it here, just because, you know, I didn't lose too much, but I lost enough. Also, my hands are tired. I've been playing a lot of other action games today. Oh, yeah, there's nowhere else to go down below here. I mean, there's probably all sorts of secret paths. This whole right side seems like it's got a ton of openings. And then there's like the two things over here. But what was I going to say? I love this game's ambiance. I love the lore. I love the ideas behind it. I think that the one thing I truly do not like about this game is the contact damage, and that is just always going to remain an issue for me. And it's not something I like specifically hold against the developers for including, but like contact damage is just killer. Oh, minimap zoom level. I like that. Rumble, camera shake. Oh, I guess I could have actually buffed the resolution. I don't think I would have noticed much of a difference here. But still. But yeah, contact damage just makes platformers feel aggravating to me and will always remain somewhat of an annoyance. Just because, I don't know, unless an enemy's spiky, it doesn't make sense for them to hurt me. You know, if they look just as fleshy as I am, I should just bump into them or just not be able to move past. If they're covered in spikes, or they're actively spinning really fast, or they have a sword pointed in my direction, okay, that I can kind of work with, but it's like, oh, you just barely clipped that tentacle's hitbox, that's a full point of damage to you. And it's like, what? No, that's rude. Absolutely the kind of thing you can get used to, but very much messes with my flow in these games. It's like the one thing I do not like, because everything else about this is great. But it's hard to like hold it against it because so many developers do it. I just wish they didn't. Anyway, I might as well mention once again that Voidwrought is out now on Steam, so if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It's genuinely one of the better Metroidvanias to come out this year, and this year is absolutely filthy with them, and is $20 normally, down to $16 at launch, which I think is a fine price, a little bit more than Hollow Knight, but I think judging anything by Hollow Knight standards is unfair, and this game actually more or less matches the mark in a lot of ways, aesthetically, musically, lore, and just like pure raw gameplay. It's weird to say it that way, but like, if you liked Hollow Knight, you will love this game. I've said that before and I will say it again. It is just more Hollow Knight, but different with some nice twists, so it's not just the same game all over again. And that feels good to me. But for now, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe, because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.